the new special, Empty Nester, on Netflix, streaming exclusively there right now. Chad Daniels is here on the program. The pride of Fergus Falls, Minnesota?
I don't know if I'm the pride, but that's where I am from.
That's where you're from?
Yeah.
And you still live in Minnesota?
I do. Yeah, I moved down to Minneapolis about 2 years ago when my daughter went to school, hence the Empty Nester title.
Empty Nester, right.
And yeah, I'm just a Minnesota guy, so staying there.
My wife and I, we have a 15, 13, soon to be 16, 13, and a soon to be 11. They're all out of the house right now at summer camps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm living like an empty nester.
A little preview,
right now.
yeah.
It's a little preview.
What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
Just enjoying the silence?
Yeah, we're enjoying the silence.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up Presumed Innocent. On Netflix, I believe. Right? No, that's Apple. Pardon me.
Plus,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry to the Netflix people. But we finished Ripley on Netflix. We did that.
Nice.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just hanging in the backyard.
Catching up on shows.
Yeah. Sitting silently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, since we've been married 21 years now. And I actually told a story that my wife had not heard before just the other day.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it yours?
It was. I'm not making it up.
I'm just saying, like, how would you do that? That's impressive.
Yeah, because I've heard every story like 10 times.
After all this time.
Can
I know.
you share it, or
what is it?
I forget. I just remember she said, honestly, and I forget. She did say, like, I never heard that before. No, it was my first day of work of TV when I was on TV in Redding, California. I think that's what it was. But at any rate, so you're finding the comedy in having no children around, essentially, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I've started to. It was, sad at first. And then I was single, and then I got a girlfriend.
Yes.
And it's pretty great.
Without having children.
It's pretty great not having to, worry about when they're coming home and what we're doing and stuff. So it's been good.
No pickups. No picking anybody up. No nothing.
No, it's pretty wonderful. They call me when they need something. And
Money?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I make them tell me about their week to earn it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't give them money for free. They have to give me some information. It's not like, Dad, can I have some money? Yes, you can, and then hang up.
What information are you trying to glean?
Just how work's going. My daughter's in school, how that's going.
Okay.
Stuff like that. I just need a little bit of hangout time with them.
What if they gave you your Vikings news? What about that? What if you turned your children into an actual sports information service?
I will tell you, both of my kids, within 5 minutes of it happening, texted me that Cousins was gone to Atlanta because they knew how excited I'd be.
Oh, wow.
Excited, huh?
So excited. Why are you going to pay a guy $140 million to make the same mistake every single year? He's on that show Quarterback, reading the playbook to his kids, and everyone's like, that's adorable. How about you read a math book to him so when you know it's 3rd and 8, you don't throw it 3 yards? That's not the equation, Kirk, my boy.
Got a point.
That's crazy. And what's great is he went to Atlanta because they're used to getting screwed by Cousins down there, so it's perfect.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Daniels has shown up.
I have an issue. I have an issue with him. But I will tell you this: I was on the sidelines once.
Yes.
And there was a kid over there, like wheelchair, and Kirk, without being told anything, stopped what he was doing and ran over. Sure. I bet you he's one of the best humans that I would ever meet.
Right.
But I just don't want him as my quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
Totally fair.
Oh, so you're pleased with the result? Sam Darnold is the quarterback?
I'd be happy if they would have played without a quarterback.
No,
just
that's how much you didn't want him on your team anymore.
Wildcat, snap it to a running back. Yeah, it was just too much because, everyone's like, look at the stats. It's like, well, look at the stats at the 5 minutes left in the quarter, or 5 minutes left in the half, 5 minutes left in the game.
Yes.
Those aren't awesome. I was at the San Francisco game last year where he got credit for like a 75-yard touchdown pass, but he threw an interception, and Addison took it away from the guy and scored.
I do remember that because I had Addison in fantasy. That was the greatest moment of my fantasy year.
I had Addison too. You did? But I remember turning around like, and Kirk's going to get the credit. I was so mad. Just at that.
You couldn't even have it.
I know, everyone's cheering, and I'm like, but he's going to get it. This sucks. Yeah.
That's that type of fan. When you don't like a guy.
I've had a chip for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a Michigan Wolverine, so I like the quarterback that the Vikings drafted immensely, J.J. McCarthy. Yeah. I think he's going to be your guy. I just don't think this year. I think this is Sam Darnold's year.
Yep.
And I think your team's got a chance.
I think that Darnold could, take him deep.
Now, what you just did, Chad, did you hear what Chad just did, guys? Did you hear that? You heard that, TJ?
Yeah, I picked
we
up
have
on
what,
that.
on this program what's called higher register.
Okay.
If somebody goes higher register, they don't really believe what they just said. And
Oh,
you
you're
just
saying
you just
higher
went,
register.
yeah, you
Your
just went
voice
for Sam
changed
Darnold.
octave.
You just went. I think Sam Darnold is gonna, like that's you kind of went
Listen, guys, there
there.
was nothing wrong with my marriage before I got a divorce. It just happens sometimes.
People grow up.
So you got it. You got it.
You're getting it.
It's your
Really picking up on
You
it.
just slid right in. You got it.
All right.
Yeah,
perfect.
I just noticed you just went a little higher register when it was
I
Sam
thought you were
Darnold.
going to give me credit for saying "I think" as a white man in America, because we don't do that often. We just tell you what it is as a fact. We don't say "I'm sorry." We don't say "I'm wrong." We say "This is how it is, pal."
That's it. No, I wasn't going there.
Okay.
I just heard your higher register when it comes
did.
to Sam Darnold.
It did go.
So you don't really believe it. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that the Jets gave him a chance to show what he could do.
That's a fact.
I think that the Vikes have a great wide receiver core.
That's another fact.
And if Cousins was looking good with that wide receiver core, let's see what Darnold
Bring it
can
back. This poor Kirk Cousins. He's sitting in Atlanta somewhere right now saying, why is my ass just chapped right now? I don't know what's going on.
I bet you if I met him, we would be buddies
Best friends.
Sure.
on the first sentence.
Yeah.
But it's just...
You'd have shirts off, chains on.
It is tough. I don't take my shirt off to shower, so I don't think I'd be joining in that. But
We're learning more about Chad Daniels with each passing moment here as we're sitting on the Rich Eisen Show, everybody. So do we go down the line here? Timberwolves and everybody else?
Yep.
For your sports fandom?
But yeah, all Minnesota teams.
Okay.
Like to go to T-Wolves games, have tickets to the Wild.
What does that mean?
Obviously, love the Twins.
Do you just get the tickets to the Wild and don't attend?
No. I go to. So
Okay.
I'm in with 4 other people.
Okay.
And then we have a draft, and I know my schedule ahead of time, so I draft when I'm home.
What do you mean you have a draft?
We have a draft for tickets for the games.
So you and 3 others
Yep.
get you're all in on a season ticket plan.
Yep, right.
And then the tickets arrive or the schedule gets put out.
Yep.
And then what happens?
And then we do a drawing, and then we go 5 games apiece according to that drawing.
So what's what
position
in a hat? What are we doing? What
but I guess you know what? I've never asked.
What does that mean?
One of these guys just tells me what position I'm in.
No.
Chad,
No
we
video
gotta-
evidence or
really
anything?
trust
I
these
mean,
guys.
I'm not stupid about this.
Chad.
Trust these guys, huh, Chad?
No. All right. So you're told, hey, you're drafting. Have you ever gotten the first draft position?
I've had first position.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So
good to
that's
hear.
I think what,
I feel
what
better
threw
now.
me off the trail there is I thought, well, this has to be real.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. And then you just choose packets of 5.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course you try to get the Oilers because you want to see
Connor McDavid.
you want to see history. You try to get the Stars. So you can yell "Suter sucks" with everybody, since we're still paying his salary. One
Nice.
more year, guys, hang in there. Okay, we're 15 million shy of the cap because we're still paying one, and the other guy just retired. So it's like that's tough. But you try to get the games, the nights, of course, because I got a friend who has a kid who loves the Knights, so I try to get those tickets. For
Okay.
him.
So there's a kid up in Minnesota who loves the Las Vegas Knights?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
That's
but
interesting.
But he really does.
It's a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Twins as well as your team
Twins
as
as well. So I was just at a Twins game, and my buddy, who I just was telling you about with the kid that likes the Knights, he was on the Jumbotron, and he was singing Backstreet Boys with another one of our buddies.
Yes.
And, we're late 40s, so he's like doing all this stuff. And the guy came on to announce the batter. He stopped because they were going to let the whole song run out. He was on the Jumbotron for like a minute and a half. I've never seen anything like it.
So this was by popular demand?
Yes.
He was kept on
The crowd was cheering. They started to announce the guys. People started booing. They stopped the announcement of the guy batting, let the song play out. Everyone started cheering again. One of the greatest events I've seen at a live sport.
Did the Twins get a pitch clock violation over this sort of thing?
No.
Because baseball doesn't stop for anything these days.
Yeah, but they did for the Backstreet Boys and my buddy.
That is fun.
It was very cool.
Did I see? Put those photographs up again, Mr. Hoskins, if you don't mind. What are we looking at? What are we looking at here?
So back to back is my daughter there.
Yes.
That's Olivia. And then my arm around my mom. And then my arm around and her arm around me is my girlfriend, Kelsey Cook, also a comedian.
Okay. And you're on the field here?
On the field because I threw the first pitch the other night.
Okay.
Got to throw out the first pitch. There I am.
Now, are you a lefty?
I am not. I was just trying to keep my right hand dry from the sweat. So I was throwing it up with my left hand, trying to stay loose.
Okay. Yeah. And here's the pitch. Let's take a look. I'll do the play-by-play. You're getting the crowd going. Careful, you almost threw your arm out. Here's the pitch.
Oh, heat.
All right. I mean,
some heat.
First of all, you went to the mound.
I did go to the mound. I thought if I'm going to be out here, I'm throwing from the rubber.
Damn straight.
Absolutely.
Okay, because I've seen people's throw from the lower parts of the mound or a flat grass. Can't have it.
Nice try, rookie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And who do we remember? Who was the one who was catching it?
Watkins. He's the third base coach.
Okay.
So the whole thing started. I haven't thrown a baseball, I'm going to guess, in 5 years. I used to throw a pitch in Legion Ball where I would fake the throw and then I'd go under my armpit and throw it over my shoulders to the plate.
Like one of those Savannah
bananas. Savannah banana. That's right.
Okay.
And so I used to throw that pitch and it always used to get called a balk, even though it isn't because it's continuous motion. But it would always start a fight and it was awesome. So I would throw it every game I pitched.
Did you think of doing that there?
So I was going to.
Oh.
So I went to a park and I was going to do it. But they told me, and I don't know if they told me that sometimes it's hard to see out of the mascot uniform, and the mascot was going to catch me. And they go, he's not going to catch it anyways, but if you hit him, it won't hurt. And so I was like, all right, so I'm just going to throw that one to be silly.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden Watkins comes out, grabs the glove, and I was like, well, here we go. So then I just threw
your
it.
plan changed.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even leave myself time to think about it. I go, there's a guy that's going to catch it. I'm throwing it hard. That's it. And then I just threw it.
Chad, because you screw that up. You're YouTube famous forever.
I'm glad I didn't.
Because that is that. I mean,
or maybe I should have, because people don't expect a comedian to be able to throw a strike.
But that's why you should throw a strike on behalf of comedians everywhere.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You got to strike a blow, Chad.
Yeah.
This is for your community. This is for
let people know.
Yeah,
there are natural athletes in the stand-up world.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did that. Well, that's fantastic. Great.
I had a lot of fun.
Listen, and we've had a lot of fun with you here. Empty Nester available on Netflix with Chad Daniels' 10th comedy special. Check it out through the Roku portal right here, if that's how you're watching this show. And then you're currently on tour as well, and you've got the Middle of Somewhere podcast. You just recently launched another one, Pretend Problems.
10 Problems, that's
with
right.
your girlfriend, Kelsey Cook.
Yeah, that's right.
What does that mean, Pretend Problems?
It's just basically, we argue a lot, and then we try to figure out what is a real issue and what is a fake issue. Like if let's say we get married and we're married for 21 years, and I tell her a story she's never heard, and she says, "There's no way that's yours. Knock it off."
That's a pretend problem.
That's a pretend problem.
What if you're married 21 years and she says, "Put your stuff in the hamper," and you keep throwing clothes on the floor instead?
Back it up.
Okay.
and then comes on a national television show and tells everybody that you don't.
But I did not get name checked. You just assumed it was me.
Well, we kind of had an idea.
All right.
I mean,
Pretend Problems, Middle of Somewhere, all available where you can get your podcasts. And also at that Chad Daniels on Instagram, Empty Nester on Netflix, available on Roku. Thanks for coming on, sir.
Thanks for having me. Can I have this mug?
Yes, sir. It's yours to keep.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
That's a very Midwest thing to do, by the way.
It was, but it was kind of passive-aggressive because I put you on the spot.
But, I appreciate you asking. We have had, what was that, J.K. Simmons, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll call him out.
We
Ohio
used to
State
have
fan.
coasters.
He five-finger discounted the coaster.
Coaster.
He won an Oscar.
Yeah. I think that was before the Oscar.
Is he resting his Oscar on the Rich Eisen Show coaster?
We can
now?
only hope.
Okay. Chad Daniels, thanks for coming here.
Thanks for having me.
And the mug is yours to keep.
I appreciate it.
You got it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.